Hello, Andrew.
Ah,
Oh,
hola.
it's
It's you
you.
again. Ah, number nine. Number nine. The
Yeah,
Beatles.
it's
That's the number the Beatles made famous. Number
yeah,
nine. Number nine.
yeah. So, what to do? How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm really ridiculously good.
Hmm.
Yep. I distracted myself today enormously.
Hmm. How?
Well, I saw a little nail sticking up in the I don't know what you would call it on the veranda, I suppose. A little nail
Uh-huh.
sticking up.
Uh-huh.
So I thought, good, good. And now sticks up. I will pull it out. I will put in a screw,
Hmm.
you know.
Yeah.
So I put in one screw and then I go, hang on, there's another one. So I
Oh.
pull that one out and put in another screw. So I do about 20 of these pulling them out. I was supposed to be doing something else, but now I'm doing the screws. And then I walk away going, okay, one day I will have enough money and time to replace all the nails with screws. And this would be thousands and thousands, and it would take me days and days. And it would be so boring to do it. But I'm having this plan. And then I see there's a ramp bit.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bit that you could push a wheelchair up.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm walking past that and go, the end of that ramp, um, it's a bit, it's a bit soft. And I look over and there's a nail there. I pull the nail out, and then I pull the board out, and then I pull four boards out, and then I see there's no wood underneath. Then I replace the wood underneath. Then I try and put the boards back, but they don't fit. Like my whole day gone because I got distracted by one nail, and I didn't have that. Don't just do what you're supposed to do. So now I have 17 jobs I had to do today, which I have not done.
Oh, it
It's
reminds me
it's
my
it's it's like I couldn't find the ending.
Eh.
It's like I pulled a nail out and I should have said that's the end, but no, I kept on dribbling. It's a bit more, a few more nails, endless nails, thousands of nails, bits of wood that don't fit, bits of wood that are broken. Ah, I wish
Oh,
I'd found
oh.
the ending after one nail. It was probably
Mm.
the best nail ever I pulled out,
Mm.
and I would have remembered it forever, but no, I just kept going.
And this
Terrible
is
when you cannot find the ending, no? Really bad.
this is really something strange because I want to talk about today about
No.
yes, how
Ah,
to let and find you. And
yeah,
actually,
please tell me.
when I started to think about it, I have uh, more and more questions actually. But I was thinking about few things which I found important in this topic. So I have some presentation.
No,
So
you have a
yes,
you have an
yes.
illustrative diagram. Oh my God.
Oh God, yes. This is
We could end up with a career.
yeah.
You know
This
that,
is
don't you? Someone
yeah,
in America will see us and they'll go, "We've got to have those two."
yeah.
And
For sure,
or
for
someone in
sure.
America say, "We've got to have her," and you have to definitely say, "No, I cannot do it without Andrew."
It's only duo. It's only duo.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
yeah.
duo.
But sorry, I don't come alone. Yeah,
What to
great.
do? What
That's
to
good to
do?
know. If they ask me to go alone, I'm going, by the way.
Okay, just
You're
in
on your
case.
own.
Thank you.
Show
Okay,
me a
so
diagram. Show
yeah,
me a diagram. Oh,
yes.
I feel like I'm trying to get a job on American television. Show me the diagram. Here's your diagram.
Yeah, but before I say it,
Oh, okay.
I want to say one thing that maybe sometimes because I'm in a new studio today,
Yeah,
in a
you are.
different compartment and apartment, and
Yeah.
maybe sometimes I have to say shush to my
Ah,
colleagues.
yeah.
Yeah,
Sure. Sure.
this is
Oh,
how I call my family colleagues. So
yeah. Colleagues, of course.
this is
And all, what I call them, the noisy neighbors. That's what I call them.
okay. So about the diagram.
Yeah.
Mm, 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 mm.
Please show me. Show me your diagram.
Yeah. Okay. So, what is important to me when you want to let and to find you?
Yeah. Oh, a
Yeah,
little wobble.
it's like I have this metaphor. It's like about love. When you search for it like too much, you
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
hard to find it. So what is
yeah,
important actually, it's
yeah,
to
and it's everybody runs away when
yeah
you go looking for love.
because
You
then
just
you are desperate.
it's
Yes.
it's so appalling. It's just
Yeah.
like the least attractive thing to be is looking for love.
Yeah. This
Everybody
is
just you see the back of everyone. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. So what is important then? It's like to make the kind of environment to be uh, available. So it's not to focus on your energy on the searching, but like to make
Mm.
this kind of environment. So it's like to me
Mm.
the same in this in improvisation. It's more about to make the environment, and then you know when it's good time to just end.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah. So there's
Good.
like few things which I thought about how to
Very
make
good.
yeah how
Do
to
do you
make
do
yeah.
you have a German model of communication
No,
at hand?
not this time, not this.
Damn.
But today
Oh,
we've been a bit in Hungary. I think you know
no.
Chicks and Mihaly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
yeah, but this is like only part of it. So
okay.
what I found crucial to make this kind of environment is there are like few things. It's what I call it's to let you go into no fear zone.
Mm.
And I found Polish version of it. It's strefa bez stracha.
Oh,
And
beautiful.
yeah, and this is really something important I found as a performer to go in this no fear zone because then there's no time for judgment. So you are not judgmental and you are just in this moment in this activity.
Yeah.
And sometimes I compare it because I'm also a Russian language interpreter, and I remember when I
Yes.
was interpreting there was this it was very important to be in this no fear zone because
Yes.
when I start to judge or when I start to think, am I doing this or this, there's like
Mm.
I know that the person who I'm translating is already like somewhere else, and I'm losing the
Yes.
connection and I'm out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is the
Okay.
first point what I found very important.
Mm.
The second
Mm.
thing is it's like also related to it. It's like to trust the process.
Yeah.
So you know that this is the point that everything what you need is already there. You just have to notice it. You also
Mm.
talk about it. And when you
Mm.
trust, you have this trust, which is also related to the no fear zone.
Mm.
There's
Mm.
also important thing that you catch the
Yeah.
flow.
Yeah.
And
It's great how your catch the flow goes backwards. When it comes on, it goes
yeah,
backwards, which is against the flow. Like my brain wants it to catch the flow that way, and you go catch the
yeah,
flow that way. Ah, great.
I was hoping that you see this choreographical something with
Yeah,
the what I do with the letters with the
yeah, yeah. I really I love the way the letters all come out one at a time, go boom, 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 boom into each other, like a train stopping and people falling over. I love that too.
yeah. And about the flow, this is the what Csikszentmihalyi, the Hungarian psychologist, he said that this is the time something between satisfaction and euphoria. and
Mm.
and this is also the he calls that this is the time when there's a feedback but with no interpretation, and when you are
Yes,
focused on the activity so much that there is no this no fear of failure, and the
yes,
activity
yes.
is goal on itself. So this is
Mm.
really, I think, especially in improvisation to me, and this at this
Mm.
moment, like to
Mm.
catch the flow to floor and the floor
Mm.
to
Catch the
catch the
floor as
flow.
well. Yep. Catch
Yeah,
that
and
floor.
yeah, and to be in this moment and to be focused on the activity as you
Yeah.
are today when you are doing your stuff with the nails.
Yes, yes, true. But like it should be said that this word flow, that's the name of his whole thing. So it's a very
Yeah,
particular idea. of what
yeah,
flow means, but you mean it in a more kind of general sense, I think, of
yeah,
where you are just in your own, where things are unfolding easily for you, the way water flows in this kind of sense too, as well. Both
yeah,
of these things.
yeah,
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 yeah, yeah.
good.
Also, he what I like in his idea of flow, it's this that he has this diagram that
Yep,
the moment of flow is when your skills and the challenges are the highest
yep,
point. So
yep,
and
yep.
I think this is in what improvisation happen to us when we are
Yes,
improvising.
I agree. I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah. So
He
this is
calls it he calls it what the psychology of optimal experience.
yes, yes, yes.
That's his language for it.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah, I love these ideas, mainly because he's not writing about improvisation.
yeah,
It's not like he's trying to tell us what improvisation is, but as improvisers, you read these things and you go, oh, that makes a lot of sense
yeah,
in terms of what he's talking about. And this, like we never really talk about it, but the implication is that somehow when we're improvising, it's some kind of optimal experience. Otherwise, like the kind of best experience the best we can be in some way,
yeah,
and I think it's definitely because of this no fear zone and the trusting the process, everything kind of falls away and we are just left there experiencing in a kind of pure way, which is, I think, catch the flow. Yeah,
yeah,
beautiful.
yeah. And this is the and it brings me to the last thing, which is like also related to everything what it's before said, that to follow your interest, also what
Mm,
you also said very often. And because when you follow your interest, it also helps you just to be honest. And when you are honest and you've got all those things, that it helps you to catch something what I think it was Simon Forti said that something was state of dance.
yes.
And when you are this in this state of dance, when you catch the flow, you know that this is it, and this is
Mm.
the great environment to just let the end to find you. And that's it. What I've got for you.
Wow. Wow, that is so great. But it's also a bit like it's a beautiful model for or description of improvisation as well.
Yeah.
Like
Mm,
that kind of background research you've done there, laying out these things. It's also just describing what improvisation is and letting the end appear.
mm,
It's like with a lot of things when we're improvising, uh, there's a lot of other worlds we have access to.
mm,
Dramaturgical worlds and choreographic worlds and all of that kind of stuff. And so sometimes we're drawn into making kind of quite highly technical decisions in those worlds. Um, but if like I really, want to stay more in the world of improvisation. So it's easy as a choreographer or as a dramaturg to think about how to construct an ending. You can
mm.
do that. But the improvisational way is to let it find you.
Yeah.
you know. So and for me there's a great ending structure called stop.
Mm,
That you could just go, I need to stop now, and
mm,
that could be it could be that simple as well. It doesn't have to
mm,
be a construction or the ending doesn't have to be everything somehow has a unity or fits. That can happen, and we can construct those things. But also, it could just be going, I'm stopping.
mm,
And it's not because the thing is finished, it's just I've decided to stop. But that's an improvisational experience too, that feeling. Yeah,
mm.
yeah. Very good.
Yeah,
Very good.
when I also think about it, I realize that usually we work with the time. We've got the timer,
Yeah.
and we all so um, there is something when you work a lot with the time, then you have already this kind of feeling how much time already passed, and you know more or
Mm,
less you know when to
mm.
finish, when it's already like
Yeah.
20 minutes, when it's
Yeah.
already 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And I think this is
Yeah.
the kind of the habit you've got already, especially you after
Yeah.
so many years.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what I found now at this moment on the small improvisation I do sometimes on the class, that this is the moment when I feel that that I somehow lose the flow, that I somehow
Yes, I agree.
get out of the flow, and this is the moment
Yep.
actually of the decision. What you say, that you can stop here
Mm,
and wait for another flow, another wave,
mm,
or you can just stop.
mm,
This is the moment
mm,
of
mm.
this is the moment of
Yeah.
decision. And actually this is the
Yeah. And
moment
this is
of,
also,
yeah, of freedom in improvisation, that
yes,
this is the
exactly.
space of freedom, the moment of the you've got this realize that you realize that it's already like something gone,
Mm,
and wait for the moment something new comes. So this space in between,
mm.
this is
Yep.
also the moment of freedom to decide, do I stop here, or do I
Yes.
want to continue and do
Yes.
something new.
Yeah. And this is very much a question of the context in which we
Mm,
are working, really. So um, like very most often, improvisers we perform in group evenings.
mm,
So there might be three or four or five people doing something, or groups, or whatever. And then like I think for me as a teacher, I've often talked about this thing. I say we work with time because I want to make you a professional improviser,
mm,
not because I think anybody can make their living from improvising. But what
mm,
I mean is, like, if you do a shared evening with people and someone else is organizing it and they say, oh, you have 12 minutes and you do 15, they find it really annoying.
mm,
And that like it's annoying for the evening if you are not able to have the skill of being precise with time. And that's because you're in a shared context. So it's a whole heap of stuff to do with, just politeness and, uh, being fair with the people you are performing with. But in your own work, I think the whole artistic thing, which I think is what you're talking about, the whole artistic thing of what is my relationship to how I finish. I think it's really great to practice with that in your own time so
mm,
that you discover all the things that you're talking about in relationship to that. In my workshops, I'm really precise about time, mainly because we have a lot of people to see.
yeah.
And if, I tell people before they start how long they have. I try to get everyone to say the same because I had brothers and I know what it's like if things are not the same for everyone. So I try and keep it like that. So I'm quite tight with time. But that again, that's a kind of pragmatic thing to do with the context. In
Mm,
your own practice, I think it's great to develop that skill of uh, allowing the ending to come and to recognize when it's there, to recognize we're always working in a temporal context. There's always a kind of sense of, oh, this should be about 20 or this should be about 4 and I think it's great to be able to work in those different kind of contexts for professional reasons. But at the same time, it's not like it has to be ruled by this tick tock, tick tock, tick tock kind of clock. It doesn't need to be to the second or that precise. It's more of a feeling thing, I think. Mm.
and this is the moment when time found us to
Ah,
finish.
well, another pleasure. One more to
Yes,
go.
yes, thank you for this topic, and see
Yeah,
you for
number
the
nine,
next time. Yeah.
number nine, number nine, number
Number
nine,
nine. What is the
number nine.
title actually? Number nine.
Ah. Oh, I would like to call it the Hungarian thing.
The Hungarian thing. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but you can
Egesegede.
call it what
Okay.
you can call it what you want.
Okay. But I like the Hungarian thing. I'm
Okay, me
I'm
too.
like, yeah. Thank you and see you next time.
See you. Bye, everyone.